Hey everybody, welcome in. Today we're going to start on the 2 blocks and a blanket, and you can put the blocks on a smaller height if that works better for you. There's different heights to the blocks, and so it's really what is most preferable. I like the 3rd height, the highest. And you can also just put a blanket underneath your booty, and that works perfectly fine, or a pillow underneath your booty too, to sit on, to make this a little more doable. And so you have an option. You can even stretch your arms back alongside your ears. You can bend the elbows and grab a hold of the elbow. You can lengthen the back of the neck. But letting the buttocks relax down towards the mat, towards the blanket, whatever you're sitting on. You can crisscross your legs, and you can switch the cross of your legs anytime, or bring the feet together, knees wide. Allow those legs to be very relaxed and heavy downwardly. They're using gravity here. Arms can come out to the sides too. You can move your arms around however you please. Think about stretching your chest up over the block. The back of the head lengthens. You're breathing out, you're breathing in. Maybe you open your arms out to the sides or to the back of the room. Letting the breath go in, letting the breath go out. Yeah. Just a few more times like that. You can let the hands go around, the arms circle to the sides too. Breathing in, breathing out. And little by little, go ahead and straighten the legs forward down the mat. Slowly plant your feet on the mat. Remove the blanket if possible. You can sit down without the blanket. You still want to feel like you're curling your tailbone to the front of the mat, to the front of the room. Yeah, stay with that. One more. To come up, you can use your hands behind the head, and then eventually push your hand down into the mat to lift your torso upright, and to remove the blocks. And rather take your hands behind you. So you're walking your hands back, okay? They're not directly underneath your shoulders, they're actually a little behind of that. And your hands are about as wide as your mat almost, with the elbows bent and your chest melting down. You can reposition it, straighten the elbows again, and then bending the elbows so your chest is coming down. And this will help the shoulders, open up the shoulders over back. You can lengthen out the arms again, kind of wiggle side to side. Yeah, just kind of rock a little side to side there, getting more into the upper back and shoulders as you're breathing mindfully in and out. Yeah, you can rock your body up. Now you can come up into tabletop, hands below the shoulders, and the hips comes up. You can lift your heels and glide the thighs and knees forward, and then lift the hips up and then glide them forward again, up and then forward. Up and forward. Slowly come down and sit. Once again, lift your hips up to tabletop. You can extend the right leg up to the ceiling. You might be able to lift the left hand and then put the foot down, your hand down. Lifting up the left leg. Maybe the right hand can extend up. And then you put your hand down, eventually putting your foot down. So again, the right leg will come up, the left arm will up. See how I slide my right leg in and under? And then all the way over to the right side of your mat, right around the right hand. Then you plant the right hand again, pull the right leg through, coming back into that tabletop, reversing tabletop, and set your foot down. Lifting up the left leg, take your right hand up. So slide that left leg underneath of you, over outside the left hand, into your Skandasana, planting down the left hand. Draw the left leg through to lift it up again, and to set the foot down, and to releasing your hips down. Hands behind your feet grounded, lifting up the hips. The right leg comes up, the left arm lifts up. You take that right leg under and outside of the right hand, Skandasana. And then you're going to spin it over to the right side, planting the left hand a little bit in front of you, that left hand, and let the left hip sink down. You can reach that right arm back. The right arm reaches backwardly towards the left leg, but then you sweep the right arm forward, and then again plant the right hand back to that Skandasana coming through. Ground the right hand down, pull the right leg through into that reverse tabletop. And you can set your foot down. Lifting up left leg. Lifting up the right arm. Stepping up outside the left hand. There's your Skandasana. So you pivot to the back of the room. Slide the right hand a little more forward. Roll outside the right foot. There's your left arm going back. Planting down the left hand again, come back to Skandasana. And then from Skandasana, glide the left leg through into that reverse tabletop with the left leg lifted. Inhale. Set your foot down. Exhale. Set your hips down. Coming down to seated. And then from down as you come forward, roll over the legs. Up onto hands and knees. And walk your hands forward, melting down your heart. And stretch here. You can even bend the elbows. Walk the elbows a little forward, a little in towards one another. Melting the chest, the back of the heart, to the floor. And breathe into the tightness of the chest and the lungs and the orbital arm of a back area. As you crawl yourself out of that one, we'll extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. You can always separate the knees a little wider. Slide the right hand underneath of your body. So literally trying to turn the left chest up, the left side shoulder up and over the right. If you like, you can add on the the left leg. You can extend the left leg back. You can hold on to the ankle. Press your knee and thigh and shin up towards the ceiling. Awakening around the chest. As you set your left leg down, plant your left hand and take your right arm back up to the sky. Slide the right leg down and back diagonal towards the left side behind you. You can circle the upper right arm around while you do that. And stretch the whole front side body. Coming back down to all fours. Knees a bit wider, lift up the left arm. Inhale, stretch up, slide it underneath of your body. You can lengthen the right leg. You can lift the right leg up too, bending the knee. Maybe catch a hold of the inner ankle. Push your foot up towards the ceiling there. as you're breathing. Can lengthen out and slowly come all the way back down. Plant your right hand and straighten the left arm up towards the sky. Stretch and stretch. Again, glide the left leg behind you, diagonal over on your right side. Circle the upper left arm around. Give it a little exhale there as you breathe. Coming back to hands and knees. And then come up on the fingertips. So you just do little push-ups on the fingertips. Hold the tummy in. Strong arms. Breathing mindfully. Hold the tummy in strong. Yeah. We'll turn the hands around. Get your hands a little bit of a stretch too. Moving a little forward and back on the hands. Sometimes it's nice to round the back, and you can arch the back too. Like a little cat and cows. You can walk in the hands more. Stretch the fingers out. And then taking the top of the hand down. You rock a little side to side. Or you can make a fist and bump the fist together. Shake out your hands. Go ahead and lower all the way down on your tummy and lengthen each of your legs down the mat. And see how I kind of slide my hands down alongside my hips, and the fingers are pointing towards the front of the mat. So the fingers are curled under in a sense as you get that little stretch in the hands there. Yeah, and you can lower down onto your chest and your legs again. And so again, keeping the fingers maybe tucked under, give them a little break. As we repeat this one more time. In a second, so again, the hands can slide down the mat, fingers are tucked under. You're lifting your upper back, you're lifting your legs. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthening your body. And lower back and down. Shake out the hands. Coming up into a little up dog here, or cobra. It could also be on your thighs, of course it could be lower. Just lifting up through your chest, lifting up. And then roll from there into your down dog. Stretching your thighs and hips back. Now take your right leg back and up. Bend the knee, open up the right leg and press that left thigh backwardly as well. Pull my right leg in and grab the foot with the left hand. Slowly take it over towards that left side alongside the inner right arm. Modification, of course, you can always do anytime. See if you can place your foot alongside the inner left leg and find a tree version here on the left side. So now you're lifting up the right arm. Some of us can ground the left big toe. Keep the tree version in the plank position as you lower down, floating upward dog. And to down dog. Releasing the right leg down. Lifting up the left leg now, bending the knee. Rotate that left side open. Mindfully breathe. We're taking the left leg under, grabbing the foot with the right hand alongside the upper inner left arm. Okay, as you let it go, find your way into a tree version, that side plank. So left foot alongside the inner right leg, right hand ground, take the left arm over the ear, pressing down the right big toe if possible. Coming back into your plank, the left knee pointing out to the side. And then let the hips lower into a floating upward facing dog position. And down you can release, into that tree person down dog. And then you can set your left foot down to your normal down dog. Walk your feet up to the hands, top of the mat. Halfway length, and inhale. And fold down towards your legs, exhale. Ground down through your feet to stand up. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. As you bring your hands down to Namaste besides the hips, letting the body stand up tall. Just imagine yourself against a wall. So lift the arms up and up and up. As you inhale, fold forward and down over legs. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Lean into the arms as you jump or float your feet back, walk them back either way to upward dog. Holding that and holding that. And then to down dog. Connect into the Ujjayi breath in the back of your throat. Lifting the hip heels and bend the knees and exhale. And then jump your feet to the hands or walk it up. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, fold down and in. Ground to stand up. Inhale. Sweep the hands up and overhead. Maybe a little back bend, and then Namaste or lie down beside your hips. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale and fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lean into the hands. Walk, float, or step it back. Exhale. Inhale for your back bend. Lift and lift and lift. And to down dog, exhale. Exhale, exhale. So into that down dog as you breathe. And then come up on the toes. You can shorten it down dog and round the back. Maybe you come up into a floating handstand, right? Or bunny hops as we call them too. Just playing with find that balance, getting your hips up over the shoulders. Maybe the knees can even separate the knees to make it a bit easier. Let the knees come apart and then just glide the feet down towards the hands. And once the feet lands, halfway lift and fold in as you exhale. And to stand all the way up again. Inhale, lift the hands and arms up. And release the arms besides the body. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale and fold down. Lengthen knees. Inhale, come up halfway. You can jump back. Float into a handstand and then jump back. And then you can also walk back. That's Vinyasa. Back into Chaturanga eventually. Inhale for your back bend. And to downward facing dog. Lift and lengthen the right leg back and up as you inhale. Stay there as you're breathing out. A few more breaths. You just lengthen each of your legs. And as next exhale, please bring the right leg in again. You can catch your foot with the left hand. Take it alongside the inner right arm. Now planting your right foot down on the mat into your low lunge. The left hand come back, grabbing onto the left foot, or if not, take your right hand back to catch your left foot. As you can tell, I like to lift my right arm up, but lots of availabilities are here. You might even try to reach down, catch your foot behind the back of your head. And once you're done with that quad squat stretch, we can go into a hamstring stretch. You can lift and lower that leg. But just trying to lift and lower the right leg. You know, you could also put the blocks underneath the hands to practice this. It's about scooping in the belly to lift up that right leg. Bending into the right knee. Lifting up the left leg, lengthen the heart forward. And wrap around the right leg with either hand if you like to extend up through the left, extend up through the left, and extend up through the left. As you bend the left knee down, bring the knee slowly up to standing. Coming up into tree pose, the left foot alongside the inner right leg, arms extending upright. Pressing your foot into the leg, leg into the foot. Bringing the hands down, you can lift the left leg up. Try to put the hands on your thigh and straighten and bend the left leg. Straighten and bend, like you're still lifting up that left thigh as you bend and straighten the leg. Sweep the left leg back, high crescent. You can reposition the feet. Feel comfortable there. Stretch up and back. Breathing in and out. And then when you put your hands down, come into your side plank, catch a hold of the right big toe, lifting up the right leg, rooting down through your left leg, arching the chest ever so slightly. Breathe it in and out. Maybe the right leg come behind you, down onto the stigma at the right knee. Option here to walk the hands in towards the right foot. You walk it out, you come around. A little chaturanga to upward dog with the inhale and back to down dog. Exhale. Lifting and lengthen the left leg back, stretch it out. Breathe it in and out, elongate. And you can take the left leg under to the right side, catch the foot with the right hand alongside the inner left leg. Planting the foot. Set the right knee down, walk up onto your left thigh, catch a hold of the right leg behind you with the right hand or both. So even out the chest. Even out the chest. Lift the lobe down. You can also catch the right foot with either hand there. And straighten out the front knee. Half split. Flexing the toes up. You can lift and lower that left leg up and down. And breathing. Standing vertical split, lifting the right leg up with the inhale and fold down towards the left leg. Exhale. Stretch your right leg up. Stretch it up and up and up. You can wrap an arm around the bottom calf, shin, anytime. Still lifting the upper right leg. Now I'm going to pull the right knee down and forward and stand all the way up into Vrikshasana. Finding the balance, look at one spot and stretch up the arms, gazing at one thing. So you're completely focused and immersed into this position here. Now putting your hands up on your right thigh, straighten the knee and bend it here. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend it. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend it. Inhale to straighten and bend it. Straighten it out. All the way, stepping that right leg all the way back to the high crescent. Lifting up your hands, your arms, stretching up and back. Elongate up and over, breathing in and out through your nose. Putting your hands down, right hand planted. Grab a hold of the left big toe. Roll over onto the right side for your side plank version here. Lifting and lengthening up and up and up. You can roll the left side chest open. Roll the left side chest open. And then you can even slide the left leg behind you, right? So you land down on your shin and your knee and your foot, and you can walk your hands in if it is possible. It's not a pose for everyone, right? So take it or leave it. You always have to find where your edge is and play with that edge. And some days are a little easier and some days are not, so you also got to listen to that. Sometimes we stay more in the green zone. Sometimes we go overboard, we stay more in the red zone. But it's always like trying to find that sweet spot. Not too easy, not too comfortable, not too hard, not too extreme, not too difficult either. But something in between where you can still work with your limits and work with your limitation really, right? So I managed to put my forearms down and to lift up the legs into your form stand, Pinchamayurasana. And I'm just like open up the legs and play with that. Go to the wall if you need a wall behind your back. You can always use the wall too. Of course, I always try to prefer to do it in the center of the room because that's when you're building more strength and more muscle memory and learning how to be in the center of the room. Now, when you come down, we're going to come up onto the knees, shins, and you're going to take the right leg forward. And always playing with, try to lift up that right leg and find some balance. You can move the leg out to the right. You can keep it in front of you. You can grab the big toe and take it up. So if you can try to get a hold of the right big toe, right, you can put the left hand on the side. You can even put the left hand on the block. Next, you can take the right leg out to the right. You can take it in front of you. Oops, I fell out. Not a big deal. Just set the right foot in front of you, the left hand on the right leg and the right hand behind you for a nice twist. And then you can put your left elbow onto the right leg and left hand down, right arm over the ear. Tucking the back toes under, stretch and rotate around the spine. Really, you rotate that right chest open. Keep the twist, but step the left foot forward. So yeah, hands can be namaste, hand can be down. You could also sit down towards your calves muscle. And perhaps you may come into a side crow. I try to extend the legs out in the scissor position, that lower right leg going out, left leg going back, and then coming back into that twisted chair position. The right arm up, and then take a nice standing forward fold. Exhale. Plant the hands, step the feet a little back. You can jump up a couple times, trying to hang out in a little handstand. Again, remember, you can always use the wall. From then you could float back to upward dog or cobra with the inhale. And roll into down dog, exhale. We'll come onto the knees. Roll the shoulders back a couple times. Maybe hand stays on the hips. Maybe place one hand down on your feet here, one hand or maybe both hands. Here's your camel pose. You could do one hand down, both hands onto the feet. Coming up and sit down, take a little break. You like to round the back, tuck the chin in, arch the back with the inhale. Round again as you exhale. Inhale to arch the back. As you stand up onto your knees and shins once more, bring the left leg out in front of you. Trying to find that balance of lifting up the left leg. Maybe out to the left side as well. You can maybe grab a hold of the left big toe. Extend it upwardly and out to the side. You can open up to that left side. And then plant the left foot in front of you. Right hand outside the left leg and the left arm can reach back. And then you're putting the right elbow onto the left thigh. As you breathe in and out, think about rotating up and around. Up and around. As you turn, you can even straighten the back leg out. As you're breathing out. Stepping the right leg forward to meet the left as you twist the chair. Rotate that left side open. From there, you can sit down onto your calves and heels. If you like, walk your hands over to that left side and come up into that side crow or Vinyasa, scissoring the legs out from one another. Planting the feet back onto the mat and then coming to a standing forward fold and going straight back to downward facing dog. Lower down the forearms, or you can come into a headstand, tripod headstand. Elbows slightly in, hands underneath the elbows. Make sure your hands are underneath the elbows. You can take your knees in and over to the right arm. You really want to squeeze the thighs in before you take it over to the right side for the side crow. Come down, crown the head, pull the thighs in, extend it up and up and up, inhale. And then exhale, pull the knees into the chest, over to the left side. You may lift your head up, the feet can be lifted, and then come back to center. Inhale, legs to ceiling. Putting the feet down, drop the knees, sit back, and recover in that child's pose while breathing. Now letting the breath go in and out. Child's pose, bring the legs out in front of you. So come into that seated forward fold, legs long. Join the thigh bones back into the hips. Really move, feel like you're moving the thighs back as you lengthen your torso and your chest forward over your legs. Now you can hold on to the feet or wrap your hands around the feet. Coming up, and take the right leg, cross it over the left so that you get the right knee over the left knee. You lengthen again forward and down over the extended leg as well. as you're breathing there. Slowly come up from there. You can take a twist to your right side with the right hand behind your left hand across the right leg. And then slowly unwind that, taking the left leg across your right. So you're bending the left knee over the right thigh and leg. Folding forward towards your leg, still pulling that right leg into the body while you're folding down towards them. Breathing in and out. As you come up, slowly take the twist to the left side with the left hand behind the right hand across the left leg. Facing the front, release the left leg, bending your knees and lower down onto your back. We'll sit up for the final pose, Savasana. Let the feet roll out, let the palms face up, and roll the shoulders under. Get nice and cozy. We'll go ahead and awaken the body, planting the feet, awaken. You can also slowly come over to one of your sides and push down into your hands to come up and sit, crossing your legs, eyes closed, and just honoring our practice, and with that inner gratitude, a sense of joy, a sense of peacefulness. Lots of love. Namaste. Bye bye.